Today, we are going to break down one of the most powerful and, surprisingly simple techniques for really boosting your spoken English. It's called the shadowing method.
So, have you ever had that feeling? You can understand English just fine, you're watching movies, you're reading stuff, but then when it's your turn to speak, the words just don't come out right. If that sounds like you, trust me, you are not alone. And it turns out there's a really good reason you feel that way.
And this is the core of the problem right here. See, passive listening is great for understanding things, but it does almost nothing to build the active skills you need to actually speak. Speaking requires a totally different kind of workout for both your brain and your mouth. So what exactly is that work?
Well, it's a powerful technique called shadowing. So in this first part, let's get right into what it is and how it can be the key to unlocking your natural ability to speak.
Okay, the beauty of this whole method is just how simple it is. You're not sitting there trying to translate or analyze complicated grammar. Nope, you are literally just becoming an echo. By listening and then immediately repeating, you kind of bypass the overthinking part of your brain and start building this direct connection between hearing and speaking. That direct imitation, that's the secret sauce.
And this quote right here, it just gets right to the heart of it. The goal isn't to be perfect on day one. It's about getting your brain and your voice comfortable working together. It's about making English feel natural coming out of your mouth, not like something you have to force.
So we know what shadowing is, but now let's dig into the really cool part. Why is it so incredibly effective? Well, it all comes down to training two things at the exact same time, your brain and your mouth.
Think of it like learning to play sport or an instrument. As you're shadowing, you're physically training the muscles in your mouth to make new sounds they aren't used to. That's the physical part. But at the same time, you're literally forging new pathways in your brain, helping it absorb the rhythm, the melody, the patterns of the language. And with every single session, you're building real, actual confidence just by hearing yourself speak.
This is just such a crucial point to understand. Fluency isn't some magic gift you're born with. It's a skill, plain and simple. And just like any other skill, it's built through consistent practice. So what does that practice really need to look like to work?
This really says it all, doesn't it? That big 1-hour study session you do once a week, yeah, it's way less effective than just 5 or 10 minutes every single day. That daily consistency is what actually creates new habits and rewires your brain for fluency. It really is the magic formula.
All right, so you get the why. Now for the fun part, the how. Let's break down the simple, super powerful daily routine that you can start using, well, literally today, to start seeing real results.
And here is the absolute best part of this whole thing. All you need is 10 minutes. That's it. 10. That's probably less time than you spend scrolling on your phone or waiting for your coffee. Anybody can find 10 minutes in their day for this.
And here's the whole process in 4 easy steps. First, you listen to a short clip. Second, you immediately repeat what you just heard. Third, really try to copy the music of the language, the rhythm, the ups and downs. And finally, and this is maybe the most important step, just keep going. Don't stop, don't correct yourself, just try to keep the flow.
Now this right here is the one rule you can't break. It might feel a little weird at first, but you have to speak out loud. Whispering or just thinking the words in your head isn't going to cut it. It won't build that muscle memory we were talking about. Your brain actually needs to hear your own voice making these new sounds. That's where the real magic happens.
Okay, finally, let's talk about what might be the single most important part of this entire process, your mindset.
You have got to remember this. Every single time you stumble over a word or mess something up, it's not a failure. It's your brain identifying a weak spot and actively learning. Seriously, think of mistakes as data points that show you where to improve. You have to learn to embrace them.
So, if there is one thing you take away from all of this, let it be this. Just show up consistently. You do not need to be perfect to make progress. You just need to be present. Putting in those 10 minutes day in and day out, that is what builds fluency. It's that simple.
So there you have it. You've got the method, you've got the routine,
and you've got the right mindset. The only thing missing now is your voice. The path to fluency doesn't start with some giant leap. It starts with a single sentence. So, the only question left is, what will yours be?